Welcome to Work Smartly, a transformative part of the Mind Waves audiobook series. In this experience, we explore how to shift from grinding endlessly to working intelligently and purposefully. By harnessing strategic thinking, focused effort, and balanced energy, you can achieve greater results with less stress and more joy. Join us in rethinking productivity and unlocking the smarter path to success. Pushing yourself to exhaustion and hustling non-stop is the only way to make it, but here's the truth no one talks about. It's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. You don't need to sacrifice your well-being, your time, or your peace of mind to achieve greatness. When you learn how to work smart, you unlock the secret to achieving more with less effort, gaining the clarity and focus to move through each day with purpose and efficiency. Working smart means leveraging your time, energy, and resources in ways that maximize results while minimizing unnecessary stress. It's not about doing more things, it's about doing the right things every day. You are faced with choices about where to direct your focus, and how you make those choices determines the level of success you attract. When you learn to prioritize effectively, eliminate distractions, and optimize your workflow, you gain the freedom to accomplish more while maintaining balance in your life. The first principle of working smart is understanding that not all tasks are created equal. The myth of hard work assumes that all effort leads to progress, but smart work recognizes that only focused effort creates meaningful results. You must learn to identify the tasks that move the needle and those that waste your time. This requires clarity of purpose, knowing what you truly want to achieve and aligning your actions with those goals every single day. Another key to working smart is mastering the art of energy management, not just time management. You can have all the time in the world, but if you're mentally or physically drained, you won't make the most of it. By focusing on tasks that align with your natural rhythms and strengths, you can make the most of your energy and productivity without burning out. Working smart is about sustaining high performance, not running on fumes. This book will teach you the strategies and mindset shifts needed to work smart every single day. You will learn how to focus on what truly matters, eliminate distractions, and create systems that support consistent success without the grind. It's time to let go of the outdated notion that hard work alone equals success. By working smarter, you can achieve your goals while living a life that feels balanced, fulfilling, and aligned with your purpose. Are you ready to transform the way you work and start living a life of smart success? The journey begins now. You've heard it before: don't work hard, work smart. But how exactly do you go about it? Let's explore this concept together, discussing the art of efficient work, breaking down time wasting habits, mastering task prioritization, and leveraging the 80-20th rule. Imagine a life where you're achieving more yet seemingly doing less. It's not about cutting corners, but rather maximizing the use of your time and resources. Intrigued? There's plenty more where that came from. Let's plunge into the details. For more information about the ebook version of this audio, check the video description or visit audiobooksoffice.com. We notice that 69% of you who listen to our video are not yet subscribed to the channel. Please help support the channel by hitting the subscribe button and liking the video. Thanks for inspiring us to create more content for you. Chapter 1: Embracing the Power of Efficiency. Let's dive right in and harness the power of efficiency. To embrace efficiency, you've got to understand its essence. It's not about cramming more into your day, but about maximizing the impact of your actions. You're not just going through the motions, you're purposefully directing your energy towards activities that deliver the most value. First, you need to know your goals. Without clear objectives, you can't identify what's truly important. What are you trying to achieve? Is it a promotion at work, a healthier lifestyle, more time with family? Once you've set your SES, everything else comes into perspective. You'll find it easier to prioritize tasks that align with your goals and dismiss those that don't. Next, get organized. You can't run an efficient operation in a chaotic Environment: implement systems that work for you. If you're a visual person, consider using diagrams or charts to track progress. If you prefer digital tools, there are countless apps designed to streamline your workflow. Find what suits your style and stick to it. Lastly, remember to maintain balance. Efficiency isn't about burning yourself out, it's about optimizing your time and energy. Know when to take a break. You'll find that a well-rested mind is more productive than one that's constantly under stress. Embracing efficiency isn't a one-time event, it's a lifestyle change, but once you've got the hang of it, you'll be amazed at how much more you can achieve with the same 24 hours in a day. Chapter 2: Identifying time-wasting habits. In the journey towards efficiency, identifying time-wasting habits is a crucial step. You might not even realize that you're falling into these traps because they're often disguised as work, but if you're not careful, they can consume your day, leaving you feeling frustrated and unproductive. The first step is awareness. Pay attention to how you spend your time. Are you checking your emails or social media every few minutes? Are you multitasking, believing you're getting more done when in reality you're just switching between tasks? Are you spending too much time on tasks that don't contribute to your goals? These are all time wasters, and they can creep into your day without you even noticing. Next, take note of when these habits occur. Do they happen when you're feeling overwhelmed or bored? Understanding the triggers can help you prevent these time-wasting habits in the future. Once you've identified these habits, don't beat yourself up. Everyone falls into these traps from time to time. Instead, focus on finding solutions. This could be setting specific times to check emails, using a timer to limit how long you spend on certain tasks, or breaking larger tasks into manageable chunks to prevent feelings of overwhelm. Chapter 3: Prioritizing tasks like a pro. Having identified and addressed your time-wasting habits, you're ready to take a substantial leap towards efficiency. This step involves mastering the art of task prioritization, a key trait of effective and smart workers. First, it's important to understand that not all tasks are created equal. Some tasks have a higher impact on your goals than others. Consequently, start by listing down all your tasks. It sounds basic, but it's a critical starting point. Next, assess each task based on urgency and importance. Urgent tasks require immediate attention, while important tasks contribute substantially to your long-term goals. This distinction helps you avoid the trap of being constantly in firefighting mode, dealing only with urgent matters while neglecting the important ones. Now it's time to rank your tasks. Prioritize them based on the urgency and importance assessment. You'll typically have 4 categories: urgent and important, important but not urgent, urgent but not important, and neither urgent nor important. Your focus should be on the first 2 categories. Remember, don't be tempted to multitask. It's a myth that it increases productivity. Instead, focus on one task at a time, starting with the most important and urgent. Lastly, be flexible. Priorities can change, and it's okay to adjust your task list accordingly. This isn't a sign of poor planning, but rather an indication of adaptability. In essence, working smart involves intentional prioritization. It's about making conscious choices every day to focus on tasks that propel you towards your goals most efficiently. Chapter 4: The 80-20th Rule explained. You might be wondering, what's this 80-20th rule all about? Also known as the Perdue principle, it's a concept that suggests 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. It's a powerful concept that can revolutionize your productivity and time management if you let it. Imagine you've got a to-do list packed with tasks. According to the 80-20th rule, only a small portion of these tasks will offer significant results. So instead of spreading yourself thin over the entire list, you focus your energies on the tasks that matter most. You'll find that it's not the number of tasks you do, but the significance of each task that determines your progress. But how do you identify this? 20% it's about discerning between what's urgent and what's important. Urgent tasks demand your immediate attention but are often associated with achieving someone else's goals. Important tasks, on the other hand, contribute directly to your long-term goals. They're the tasks that push you closer to where you want to be. Here's where it gets even more exciting. The 80-20th rule doesn't just apply to work but to virtually every area of your life, from your personal relationships to your health. You'll find that a small fraction of your actions lead to the most significant outcomes. Chapter 5: Mastering the Art of Delegation. Mastering the art of delegation begins with a crucial understanding. Not all tasks need your direct input. It's a common misconception that being hands-on with every task means you're working smarter. In reality, it's the opposite. By trying to do everything, you're spreading yourself thin and likely not performing at your peak. So how do you delegate effectively? First, identify the tasks that can be handled by others. These are usually routine, non-strategic tasks that don't require your unique expertise. Then pick the right person for the job. They should have the skills and knowledge necessary to complete the task, and you must trust them to do it well. Once you've delegated a task, step back. Don't micromanage. Instead, provide clear instructions and expectations and then let the person get on with it. Of course, be available for questions and guidance, but remember, the goal is to free up your time, not create more work for yourself by overseeing every step. Delegation isn't about dumping tasks onto others. It's about maximizing productivity and effectiveness. In the beginning, it may feel like you're losing control, but over time you'll see the benefits. You'll have more time to focus on strategic tasks and your team will grow in skills and confidence. In the end, everybody wins. Chapter 6: Streamlining your workflow. Begin by mapping out your daily tasks. List everything you do in a day, from the moment you start work to the moment you end. Don't miss even the smallest task, as it's the minor actions that often consume the most time. Once you've got your list, it's time to scrutinize it. Look for redundancies. Are you doing any tasks that are fundamentally the same thing but in different forms? If so, that's a clear sign you need to consolidate. By merging similar tasks, you'll save yourself a significant amount of time. Next, identify tasks that can be automated. Nowadays, there's a tool or software for almost everything. For example, instead of manually sorting through your emails, why not use a program that can do it for you? It'll save you time and energy, allowing you to focus on more important tasks. Lastly, prioritize your tasks. Not all tasks are created equal. Some are more important and need to be done immediately, while others can wait. By understanding what needs to be done and when, you'll confirm that you're always working on the most important task at hand. Streamlining your workflow isn't about cutting corners or doing less work. It's about working smarter, not harder. By refining your processes and making the most of your time, you'll find that you're not only more productive but also less stressed and more satisfied with your work. Remember, the key to working smart is being intentional with your time and energy. Chapter 7: Stay organized. Stay focused. A significant part of working smarter involves staying organized. You'd be surprised how much time you can save when you know exactly where to find what you need. Create a system for your workspace that makes sense to you. Color code your files, label your drawers, keep your desktop clutter free. Anything that helps you locate your tools and resources faster is a step in the right direction. Now let's talk about your digital space. Emails piling up, documents scattered everywhere. It's time for a cleanup. Use folders and labels in your email system to categorize and prioritize messages. Similarly, create a logical structure for storing your digital documents. It's not just about making things look neat, it's about creating a system that speeds up your work process. Staying organized is half the battle, the other half is staying focused. In this digital age, distractions are Everywhere you need to set boundaries. Allocate specific times for checking emails and social media during your focused work time. Keep your workspace and your computer screen clear of unnecessary distractions. What about multitasking, you ask? Well, contrary to popular belief, multitasking often leads to mistakes and can actually cost you more time. Instead, try single tasking. Focus on one task at a time, complete it, and then move on to the next. You'll find that you not only work faster, but the quality of your work will also improve. Chapter 8: Overcoming Procrastination Traps. Procrastination, the notorious time thief, often sneaks up on you when you least expect it. You're sitting there ready to tackle your tasks, and suddenly you're scrolling through social media or cleaning the kitchen. It's a sneaky habit that can rob you of your productivity, but don't worry, you can overcome it. First things first, identify your procrastination triggers. Is it a difficult task, or maybe it's a task you just don't enjoy? Recognizing your triggers can help you prepare for and combat procrastination. If you know a task is going to be difficult, plan to tackle it first thing in the morning when you're fresh and energized. If it's a task you don't enjoy, try to find a way to make it more enjoyable, like listening to your favorite podcast while you do it. Secondly, break down your tasks into manageable chunks. There's nothing more intimidating than a huge task staring you in the face. Instead, break it down into smaller, more manageable tasks. This way you can tackle one piece at a time, making the whole task seem less overwhelming. Chapter 9: Simplifying Complex Tasks. Building on the idea of breaking tasks into manageable chunks, let's explore how to simplify complex tasks. First, you've got to identify what makes a task complex. It could be the number of steps, the skill required, or the time investment. Once you've identified this, you're in a better position to break it down. Start by deconstructing the task. Write out every step, no matter how small or insignificant it seems. It's easy to overlook a step when it's lodged in your brain, but when it's on paper it becomes easier to see. You'll find that tasks aren't as complex as they initially seem when they're broken down into their component parts. Next, look for ways to remove unnecessary steps or to combine similar ones. This is where the real magic of simplification happens. By working smarter, not harder, you'll be able to reduce the size and complexity of your tasks. Remember, the goal isn't to cut corners but to streamline your work process. Chapter 10: Managing Distractions Successfully. Traversing through the jungle of distractions is a skill you need to master to be successful in any task. In our hyper-connected world, distractions lurk around every corner: emails, social media, the constant buzz of your smartphone. These are the distractions you wrestle with daily, but don't fret, you can learn to manage these distractions successfully. To start, identify your distractions. Be brutally honest about what tends to steal your focus. Is it the constant ping of your email inbox, the lure of social media, or perhaps the chatter of your colleagues? Once you've pinpointed them, you can start to address them. Next, create a distraction-free zone. If possible, isolate yourself in a quiet space where you can focus on your work. Use noise-canceling headphones to block out ambient noise. Turn off notifications on your phone and computer. Remember, you're not being antisocial, you're just prioritizing your productivity. Then schedule distraction breaks. This might sound counterintuitive, but allowing yourself planned moments to engage with your distractions can actually boost your productivity. It's similar to taking a coffee break, but you're giving your brain a different kind of rest. Chapter 11: Redefine Your Productivity Mindset. Although distractions can be a major hindrance, it's also important to ponder your mindset towards productivity. You're not a machine, you're a human being. Remember, productivity isn't about how many tasks you can squeeze into your day, if it's about how effectively you can complete the tasks that matter. Start by redefining what productivity means to you. Does it mean checking off all the Tasks on your to-do list, or does it mean making significant progress on a few important tasks? Once you've got this clear, you'll be better equipped to prioritize and manage your time effectively. Next, consider your motivation. Are you driven by the desire to achieve more or by the fear of falling behind? If it's the latter, it's time to shift gears. Fear can be a powerful motivator, but it's not sustainable in the long run. Instead, focus on the positive outcomes of your efforts. This way you'll be motivated by a sense of achievement rather than anxiety. Lastly, be flexible. Recognize that not every day will be super productive. Some days you'll be on fire, other days you might struggle to get anything done. That's okay. Don't beat yourself up. Instead, use these less productive days to recharge and regroup. Chapter 12: Eliminating multitasking myths. You might think that multitasking is the key to getting more done in less time. After all, if you're working on two things at once, you're doubling your productivity, right? Unfortunately, that's a common myth. Research shows that multitasking can actually decrease productivity by up to 40%. See, your brain isn't designed to focus on more than one complex task at a time. When you try to do so, you're not really multitasking, you're just rapidly switching between tasks. This constant switching drains your mental energy and makes it harder for you to concentrate. It can also lead to more mistakes in lower quality work. So what can you do instead? Start by prioritizing your tasks. Determine which tasks are most important and tackle those first. Then focus on one task at a time. It's not about doing less but about doing things more efficiently. Don't be afraid to delegate tasks that don't require your direct attention. If it can be done by someone else, let them handle it. This allows you to concentrate on your most important tasks and deliver better results. Chapter 13: The importance of break reminders. Often we fall into the trap of believing that non-stop work equates to productivity, but let's debunk this myth right now. You might think you're getting more done by powering through, but truth be told, your brain needs a break to function at its best. That's where break reminders come in handy. Think of your brain as a high-performance vehicle. It's designed to run smoothly, but it also needs to stop, refuel, and get routine maintenance to perform at its finest. Similarly, your mind needs regular breaks to recharge and maintain peak productivity, so it's vital to set break reminders throughout your workday. Consider the Pomodoro technique, a time management method where you work for 25 minutes. Then take a 5-minute break. This cycle repeats 4 times before taking a longer break. It's proven to be quite effective in increasing productivity and mitigating mental fatigue. But remember, this is just a suggestion. Tailor your breaks to your needs. The key is consistency. Set a reminder on your phone, download an app, or even use an old-fashioned timer. No matter how you do it, make sure you're taking those breaks. Chapter 14: Batching similar tasks together. While we've established the value of taking regular breaks, another efficient strategy to maximize productivity is batching similar tasks together. You might ask, what's batching? Well, it's simply the process of grouping similar tasks together and completing them in one sitting. It's like grocery shopping. You don't go to the store each time you need an item. You make a list and buy everything in one go. Now apply this concept to your work. Instead of switching back and forth between different tasks, focus on one type of task at a time. For example, if you're a writer, draft all your articles in one batch, then edit them in another. If you're in sales, make all your calls at once, then process your paperwork later. This method reduces the time and mental effort spent on switching gears, making you more efficient. Hatching works because it capitalizes on the momentum of a single type of task. You know how it goes. Once you've gotten into a rhythm with a particular task, it's easier to keep going. By grouping similar tasks, you're reducing the startup time for each new task, plus it allows your brain to focus on one thing at a time, reducing mental Fatigue Chapter 15 Using Technology to Your Advantage. Building on the concept of batching tasks, one might ask, can technology aid in making this process even more efficient? The answer is a resounding yes. Technology can and should be your ally in working smarter, not harder. Let's explore how you can leverage it to your advantage. Imagine a day when you're slogged down with emails, social media updates, and projects. Instead of manually sorting through them, try using automation tools. Services like Zapier or Ift can link your apps and devices, automating tasks that would otherwise eat up your time. You could set up a system where every email from a specific client gets automatically labeled and moved to a dedicated folder. Or how about a tool that posts your blog updates to all your social media accounts at once? That's smart working. Project management tools like Trello or Asana can help keep your tasks organized and prioritized. These tools allow you to visualize your workload, delegate tasks, and monitor progress all in one place. You'll never miss a deadline again. Crafting an effective morning routine can revolutionize your day. It's not about waking up at the crack of dawn or doing a 100-sit UPS before breakfast. It's about setting a rhythm, a pattern that aligns with your personal goals and lifestyle. Start by waking up at the same time every day. This establishes a consistent sleep cycle which your body will appreciate. Don't hit snooze, you'll just confuse your body and feel groggy later. Instead, get up, stretch, and hydrate. A glass of water kick-starts your metabolism and wakes you up more naturally than any jolt of caffeine. Next, prioritize your mental health, whether it's meditation, yoga, or simply reading a chapter of a good book. Dedicating time for mental clarity is vital. This helps you to enter the day with a calm and focused mindset, ready to tackle whatever comes your way. Chapter 16 Boosting Focus with Music. Often you may find your mind roaming during tasks, especially those that require intense concentration. It's a common issue, but don't worry, there's a simple, enjoyable solution that can help you stay on track. Music. Yes, you read that correctly. Music isn't just for dancing or relaxation. It can be a powerful tool for boosting your focus and productivity. Now you might be wondering, what kind of music should I listen to? Well, that depends. If your task is creative or requires deep thinking, instrumental music or songs with a slow tempo could be beneficial. They won't distract you with lyrics, and the steady rhythm can help you maintain a consistent work. Poppy, classical music, ambient sounds, or even lo-fi beats are great choices. For this, on the other hand, if your task is mundane or repetitive, you might need something with more energy to keep you engaged. Fast-paced music, pop songs, or your favorite hits can make the job more enjoyable and thus easier to focus on. Keep in mind though that everyone's different. What works for others may not work for you, so don't be afraid to experiment with different genres and playlists until you find what suits you best. Chapter 17 Eliminating Decision Fatigue. While music can be a helpful tool in maintaining your focus during tasks, another significant factor in productivity is your decision-making process. Every day you're faced with a multitude of decisions, both big and small: what to wear, what to eat, which tasks to tackle first. These all add up and can lead to what's known as decision and fatigue. This mental exhaustion doesn't just make you feel tired, it also leads to poorer quality decisions and reduced productivity. To combat decision fatigue, you need to simplify your decision-making process. Start with the small stuff. Try creating a meal plan or a work uniform to eliminate trivial choices from your day. With fewer decisions to make, you'll conserve mental energy for more important matters. Next, prioritize your tasks. Make your most important decisions when your brain is fresh, usually in the morning. Don't waste your peak decision-making hours on trivial matters. Instead, tackle your most critical tasks and make your most significant decisions during this time. Chapter 18 The Benefits of Time Blocking. Juggling multiple tasks throughout the day can feel overwhelming. Can't it? When there's so much to do and not enough time, it's easy to feel stress. Enter time blocking. This method can help you work smarter, not harder. Imagine your workday as a series of blocks. Each block represents a specific task or activity you've planned in advance. By dedicating a certain amount of time to each task, you're less likely to get distracted or derailed. You're in control of your schedule and you know exactly what you should be working on at any given moment. One of the main benefits of time blocking is increased productivity. You're not constantly switching between tasks, which can drain your energy and focus. Instead, you're fully engaged in one task at a time. This focused attention allows you to complete tasks more efficiently and produces higher quality work. Time blocking can also reduce stress. When you plan your day, you're less likely to overcommit or forget about important tasks. You know what needs to be done and you have a plan and to get it done. No more worrying about the clock or feeling like you're always behind. Chapter 19: Staying Organized. Digitally. Although you've mastered the art of time blocking, staying digitally organized demands an equal share of your attention. The digital universe is vast and can quickly become overwhelming without a proper system in place. Luckily, there are numerous tools and strategies that can help you stay digitally organized, making your day-to-day tasks easier and more efficient. Start by decluttering your digital space. Just like your physical workspace, a cluttered digital space can lead to stress and inefficiency. Delete unnecessary files. Organize your documents into folders and streamline your email inbox. Remember, out of sight isn't always out of mind, especially when it comes to the digital world. Next, utilize digital tools to your advantage. Tools like Google Drive or Dropbox can keep your files organized and accessible from anywhere. Task management apps like Asana or Trello can help you stay on top of your to-do list. Remember, the goal isn't to use all the tools available, but to find the ones that work best for you. Finally, create a regular routine to maintain your digital organization. Set aside time each week to go through your files and emails, deleting what's unnecessary and organizing what's left. It's also a good idea to back up your files regularly just in case. Staying digitally organized isn't just about cleanliness, it's about efficiency and peace of mind. When you're organized, you're able to find what you need when you need it, saving you time and stress. So don't just work hard, work smart. Stay digitally organized and watch your productivity soar. Chapter 20: Avoiding Burnout. Triggers. In the face of incessant work demands and daily pressures, you may often find yourself teetering on the edge of burnout. It's an all too common issue in the modern working world, but it's not an inevitable fate. There are ways to stay ahead of burnout, and the first step is learning to recognize and avoid its triggers. Workplace stressors can be numerous and varied, but there are a few common culprits: unrealistic deadlines, high stakes projects, and a lack of control over your work can all push you towards burnout. So how can you dodge these triggers? Start by setting realistic expectations for yourself. You can't do everything at once, and it's okay to admit that. Prioritize your tasks and don't overcommit. Another common burnout trigger is the inability to disconnect from work. In our digital age, it's easy to fall into the trap of being always on, but this can lead to a feeling of constant pressure and eventually burnout. Make an effort to set clear boundaries between your work and personal life. This could mean turning off work-related notifications after a certain hour or setting aside time each day for activities you enjoy. Lastly, maintain a supportive network. Burnout can often feel like a lonely battle, but you're not alone. Lean on your colleagues, friends, and family for support when the going gets tough. Chapter 21: Maximizing your energy levels. Let's flip the switch on your energy levels. It's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. But how? The key lies in understanding and maximizing your energy levels. You see, everyone has their own unique energy rhythm. A time during the momentum of your natural energy cycle to get things done efficiently. It's also crucial to fuel your body right. Think of your body as a machine. If you feed it low quality fuel, it won't run well. Certify you are consuming a balanced diet rich in proteins, carbohydrates and healthy fats. Stay hydrated and limit your intake of alcohol and caffeine, as they can disrupt your energy balance. Exercise is another important factor. Regular physical activity not only boosts your mood but helps to improve focus and mental clarity. Whether it's a brisk walk during your lunch break or a morning yoga session, any form of exercise can markedly impact your energy levels. Lastly, remember the power of rest. You can't expect to run at full speed all day every day. Make sure you're getting ample sleep and taking breaks throughout the day. Implementing these strategies will help you maximize your energy levels, enabling you to work smarter, not harder. Chapter 22: Creating a Stop Doing List. Let's shift gears and start crafting your stop doing list. This involves identifying and dropping unnecessary tasks, eliminating habits that waste your precious time, and pinpointing inefficient processes. By doing so, you can prioritize high-impact activities that truly matter. Productivity isn't always about doing more. Sometimes it's about doing less. Indeed, one of the smartest ways to work efficiently is to drop unnecessary tasks from your daily routine. You probably have tasks that seem important but aren't really moving you forward. It's time to let them go. Start by identifying these tasks. They're the ones that you routinely do but don't contribute to your goals. They may seem trivial, like organizing your desk or checking your email too often, but trust me, they add up. Next, make a conscious decision to stop doing them. This isn't easy. You're breaking habits, and that takes effort. But you'll find that as you drop these tasks, you'll have more time for the tasks that really matter. Chapter 23: Eliminate time-wasting habits. To truly make headway in your productivity journey, it's vital to eliminate time-wasting habits. You may not realize it, but some routine activities could be sucking hours out of your day. The first step is identifying these habits. Are you spending too much time on social media? Do you find yourself aimlessly surfing the internet? Are you multitasking to the point of inefficiency? Once you've identified these habits, it's time to create a stop doing list. This list should contain all the activities that aren't contributing to your productivity or personal growth. It's not about being hard on yourself, but rather recognizing where your time could be better used. Treat this list as a guide to help you stay focused on your goals. Delving into your daily routines, you might spot several inefficient processes that are hindering your productivity. It's not uncommon. We all fall into patterns that feel comfortable but aren't necessarily effective. Your task is to identify these productivity pitfalls and eliminate them. Start by analyzing your workday. What tasks take up the bulk of your time? Are you spending hours on administrative tasks that could be automated or delegated? Are there meetings that you're attending out of habit, not necessity? If you're unsure, consider keeping a work diary for a week. It'll help you pinpoint where your time is going. Next, create a stop doing list. This isn't just a list of tasks you don't enjoy, it's a list of tasks that aren't contributing to your goals or improving your skill. Be ruthless if something isn't moving you forward, it's holding you back. After identifying and eliminating unnecessary tasks, your focus should shift towards prioritizing high-impact activities. These are tasks that yield the most substantial results towards achieving your goals. It's not merely about staying busy, it's about being productive. Now let's break this down. How can you identify these high-impact activities? Start by examining your goals, then break them down into manageable tasks. From this list, identify those that contribute the most to your objectives. These are your high impact activities. Next, create a stop doing list. It's the opposite of a to-do list. It's a list of tasks you're currently doing that don't markedly impact your goals. They're distractions and it's time to let them go. Think about activities that consume your time but don't offer much in return. They don't deserve a spot in your schedule. Chapter 24: Leveraging productivity apps. You've got a lot going on, right? Let's look at how productivity apps can help. We'll start by exploring task automation tools, then move on to streamlined workflow systems, time management hacks, and efficient data tracking to maximize your productivity. In the domain of productivity, task automation tools are your secret weapon. They're not just for tech wizards or big corporations. You too can harness their power to streamline your workload and free up valuable time. Imagine a virtual assistant who can sort your emails, schedule appointments, or even manage your social media accounts. That's what task automation tools can do. They're designed to perform repetitive tasks so you don't have to. Tools like if this then that let you create applets that trigger actions across multiple apps. For instance, you can set it up to automatically save email attachments to your Google Drives app. Here, another popular tool can connect over 2,000 online apps to automate tasks. It can sync data between apps, send notifications, and much more. It's like having an extra pair of hands working behind the scenes. Beyond task automation tools, streamlined workflow systems are another key player in your productivity toolkit. They're not just about managing tasks but orchestrating your entire process from start to finish in one streamlined system. No more juggling between different apps or losing track of tasks. With a streamlined workflow system, you're in full control. Ever heard of apps like Asana, Trello, or Monday? They're premier examples of productivity apps designed for this purpose. These apps allow you to visualize your workflow, assign tasks, and track progress in real time. They cut out unnecessary manual work, making your life easier. But it's not just about picking an app and going with it. It's about customizing it to suit your individual needs. You have to sit down, map out your workflow, and then configure the app accordingly. Remember, it's about working smarter, not harder, and a well-configured workflow system is your secret weapon to doing just that. Chapter 25: Time Management Hacks. Having a well-configured workflow system is a significant step towards boosting your productivity, but let's take it a notch higher with time management hacks, specifically leveraging productivity apps. Consider apps like Trello, Asana, or Evernote. They're not just fancy digital tools, they're your personal assistants, helping you organize tasks, set priorities, and keep your goals in sight. You're not just listing tasks, you're designing your day, week, or month. Remember, it's not about cramming everything into a day, but rather about smart organization. Use calendar apps to schedule meetings, set reminders for important tasks, and allot specific time slots for different work categories. You're managing your time like a pro, not letting it manage you. Productivity apps can also help you break down larger tasks into manageable chunks, reducing overwhelm and increasing focus. It's like having a map that guides you step by step towards your destination. Just remember, these apps are tools to aid you. The real magic lies in your commitment to use them effectively. So don't just work hard, work smart every single day. Productivity apps are your secret weapons for efficient data tracking. They aren't just about making lists or setting reminders, they're essential tools for smart working. With the right app, you can streamline tasks, manage time better, and keep track of progress real time. Consider apps like Trello or Asana. They're project management tools that help you organize tasks, delegate work, and monitor progress. You can see at a glance what's done and what's pending. They're like your digital whiteboard, keeping you updated without the clutter of sticky notes. Then there's Rescue Time, an app that tracks how you spend your time online. It gives you a clear picture of how much time you're actually productive and where you're wasting time. It's like your personal productivity coach, nudging you towards calculated, efficient work. Evernote, on the other hand, is your digital notebook. You can jot down ideas, save interesting articles, and even share notes with your team. It's your brain's external hard drive, ensuring that no idea is lost. Chapter 26: Sustaining Long-Term Motivation. In your journey through the luminous walkthrough, you'll find that sustaining long-term motivation can be a challenge. It's not just about keeping your eye on the prize, but also about setting daily reminders, tracking your progress effectively, and celebrating even the smallest wins. So let's explore these strategies and how they can keep you motivated for the long haul. Starting your day with a gentle reminder. Reminder of your goals can be the key to maintaining long-term motivation. Envision this scenario: each morning you're greeted with your dreams and ambitions. Wouldn't that spark your drive? You bet it would. However, setting reminders is not about plastering random notes around your workspace. It's a systematic approach. You need to be clear about what you're reminding yourself to do. Is it a task you need to complete, a skill you're trying to improve, or maybe it's a mindset you're working to cultivate? Next, consider when and where you'd like to be reminded. Maybe it's first thing in the morning, or perhaps it's during your lunch break. It's all about what works best for you. Lastly, don't just set it and forget it. Engagement is key. When that reminder pops up, take a moment, reflect on its importance, why you set it, and how it brings you closer to your goals. While setting reminders is a great start, it's equally essential to keep track of your progress for long-term motivation. Tracking progress isn't just about noting accomplishments, but observing your growth and understanding your patterns. You're more likely to stay motivated if you're aware of your progress. So consider creating a progress chart or using an app that helps track your strides. Start by identifying your goals, then break them down into measurable tasks. Now, as you make headway, jot down your progress. Don't just note the big milestones, even the smallest steps forward count. This approach can help you see how far you've come and identify areas that need improvement. Another key aspect of tracking progress is regular evaluation. Take time to review your progress, perhaps weekly or monthly. This isn't just to pat yourself on the back or chastise yourself for not doing enough. It's to understand your pace, learn from your mistakes, and adjust your strategies if needed. Remember, it's not about perfection but progress. So work smart, keep track, and stay motivated. Every step toward your goal, no matter how small, is a victory in itself. It's pivotal to recognize and celebrate these wins, not just the big game-changing ones, but the small, seemingly insignificant ones too. These tiny triumphs are the stepping stones to your ultimate success. Your brain loves rewards. It releases dopamine, a feel-good chemical, when you achieve something. By celebrating small wins, you're basically giving your brain a dopamine hit. This not only makes you feel good but also motivates you to keep going. It's a powerful self-sustaining loop that can fuel your drive towards your goals. So remember, you're the captain of your own ship. Don't let the waves of busy work drown you. Instead, chart your course with clear goals. Let the wind of prioritization fill your sails and steer away from time-wasting icebergs. Use the compass of productivity tools to guide you and maintain a sailor's spirit of resilience in this vast sea of work. Sail smartly, not tirelessly. The true treasure. Sail and smart worker. As we conclude, work smartly. Remember that true productivity isn't about how hard you work, but how effectively you align your time, energy, and focus. By choosing to work smarter, you can unlock more time for what matters most, achieve meaningful results, and cultivate a fulfilling life. Thank you for being part of this journey within the Mind Waves audiobook series.